Really, we are very excited to have our first virtual product launch here, and that you spend your time online of watching us. So I hope we will make it worth your time, and at the end you will say it was time well spent. Now, let me just jump into the sad news of the day. We are living, as you all know and experience, in very difficult times. These are newspaper headings which you will see every day, and it's not only in Malaysia, it's in my home country, Germany, as well. It's globally that SMEs, business owners, are struggling, some more than others. But if you are not, by chance, a producer of face masks, I think you are suffering. So that is why here in Allianz, in the last 1 or 2 months, we were sitting together and thinking, what can we do? What can we do to help, to support, but of course as well sell products into the business community? And we try to put ourselves into your shoes. We try to think, how can we become a partner? How can we think as a partner? So we came up with what type of problems you might have, you business owners, you a hairdresser, you a retail shop, you a supermarket, you a restaurant. And we're thinking, number one, certainly everybody who has a reduction in profits, a reduction in turnover, has to look at their overhead expenses. So first problem, somehow cut your expenses. Number two is there are new risks evolving and developing because of this virus. You're opening up now, you have to note down telephone number and name of every one of your customer. And what happens if one of them, or one of your staff, or maybe even yourself, contracts corona, you will have, by order of the Ministry of Health, close down your shop, disinfect, and get all your staff tested. And that's not a cheap affair. Just to tell you, if you want to disinfect 10,000 square feet of business premise, it will cost you at least 15,000 ringgit. So that's the second problem we are thinking of. Third problem is basically we all, and especially you as SMEs and business owner, have to increase your marketing to get customers there into your shop. You have to give discounts, you have to do promotions. And this increases, of course, the cost you have for marketing. So this is actually what we were thinking of and having in the back of our mind when we developed this particular product and the service surrounding it. So why not we go a little bit into detail on this one. But before we do so, let me show you what else can happen. Here you can see a kitchen, a very normal kitchen. I guess the cook was trying to cook fried rice, and it gets out of control. This is just one example of what can happen with a fire. Here you can see, if you have a storefront with glass, how easily it is that it gets broken, basically. And statistics show us that in Malaysia, last year alone, we had about 8,000 burglary and theft cases. And there are risks, not the new ones which I'm mentioning, but risks which are very present these days. And okay. So this basically, just to give you an intro, why not we go into the product? So here you can see what we want to do. You have to have for your business premise a fire insurance. So what we do in this product, we give you the most possible competitive price for fire by tariff. And then beside the fire insurance, we have basically arranged a package for every SME owner, pretty much tailored to 27 different occupations which the normal retail shop, restaurants and so on belong to, where we feel this basic cover you need. It comes with burglary insurance, money in the premise as well as in transit when you bring it to the bank. It comes with a glass insurance for your storefront. It comes with an all-risk insurance for all your equipment which you have in your shop, as well as with the whole liability part of public liability, as well as your liability as an employer. And this basic cover, as you can see, it's about 10,000 to 100,000 ringgit worth, we give you for free. This coverage is for 1 year, What will happen next year, we will have to see whether we can continue giving it for free. Depends very much on the situation. But this is the core of our Allianz Retail Shield product, a fire insurance plus a basic cover for all the other required perils. So this will not help to solve your problems in regards to overhead expenses, but it will certainly help to reduce them a little bit by paying less for the same thing which you need. The second point we wanted to make here, and remember I mentioned the danger of closing your shop because you have a COVID case within your customers or staff. So here you have an example that the factory had to close after some COVID-19 cases, and you hear this in the news. And like I mentioned before, it will cost you quite some money to disinfect and test your staff. So within our Allianz Retail Shield, we have a module you can choose with different plans where we pay you a daily inconvenience benefit if your business is shut down, either by a fire or the perils surrounding fire or a COVID-19 case. So it depends on what you want to choose, how many days, what type of payout you want to have. The maximum payout would be 2,000 ringgit per day. Just to give you an example so that you have an idea, a normal retail shop like a boutique or something like that, if you would like to have a 1,000 ringgit daily sum insured, it will cost you about 68 ringgit a year. So, and there is a real chance of closing down, so I would always recommend to attach this particular module into your cover.
Okay, allow me to elaborate more on the example here. Host say a 1,000 daily sum insured will cost only 68 ringgit premium before SST per year. Is referring to Inconvenience Relief Benefit in the Enhanced Smart Retail Shield package. If you want to know more on the plan, do check out this post for more details on this promotion. You can also check out our website, follow Facebook page, and most importantly, follow us for the next episode of this live shared by our CEO Mr. Zakir and Win Lee, Group Chief Editor of Malaysia SME.